Hi, my name is Noelle, and my project is on the study of deforestation. Deforestation is a result in more farmland in some places in the world, but more desertification in others. Deforestation is the process of removing trees from a wooded area and converting the land to non-forest use. Deforestation really affects the climate. If climate change progresses, trees play an increasingly important role in the absorption and storage of excess carbon dioxide. There used to be just trees covering the earth, but now there are factories, houses, and other structures. Deforestation started in the late 1800s when people began to settle in wooded areas. People had to settle in places like that in order to build fires, electricity for their homes, and weapons. Deforestation occurs mainly in tropical rainforest. Tropical forests are valuable natural resources that can contribute significantly to long-term national economic development. But without trees, rainforests aren't contributing anything. Deforestation socially impacts because many people work in the tree chopping industry. If a law prohibiting deforestation is enacted, all of the workers will lose their jobs. People would be unable to support their families, resulting in a rise in poverty. People in the world's poorest countries are the ones that suffer the most from deforestation because they depend on trees for natural resources such as food, and climate change ruins things for them. However, deforestation has an effect on the majority of people and animals. The majority of animals lose their habitat when their homes are destroyed, when trees are cut down. Deforestation impacts the environment by trees storing carbon dioxide, and with people cutting them down, it releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the air, which is bad for the environment. Deforestation impacts not only locally but globally too. There are many arguments for deforestation, like gaining room for communities to grow, having more usable materials, grazing animals, and provides more possibility for jobs. My first argument for is clearing forests and cutting down trees creates lots of space for the environment and communities to grow. Making room for growing is one of the main reasons deforestation occurs. Things such as economic stimulation, industries, and advanced transportation systems can be developed with all the free areas that are being generated from deforestation. Another argument for it is that it produces material that is more usable. All the trees are cut down to be used to manufacture wood and other kinds of wood products. From the saps to the plants, strong paper, and many other essentials can be produced from using them. With the open land, it is used for agricultural purposes. It can undoubtedly, in many ways, have an economic advantage locally and worldwide. People are also totally against deforestation because it increases carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it develops droughts, and it also leads to biodiversity. My first argument against it is that it raises the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Plants and trees play an important role in keeping the world safe and stable. Photosynthesis is the process of removing carbon dioxide from the air and releasing oxygen. This means that chopping down a large number of plants can have a significant negative impact on the environment. It would promote the accumulation of greenhouse gases, resulting in global warming. Another argument against it is that it develops droughts, which is the main cause from deforestation. One last argument against is that it leads to loss of biodiversity. Sometimes the removal of an ecosystem is the basis of a species extinction. When forests are cut down, it is not just the trees that are destroyed, but also endless quantities of wildlife that make them their home, such as mammals, birds, insects, amphibians, and many other species. They would be pushed into places which are not ideal for them, with nowhere else for them to go. In fact, in some areas that have suffered extreme deforestation effects, there has been a significant decrease in the amount of wildlife. The people in the world are trying to step up and stop this from happening as much as it is. Their solutions are reducing your single-use product consumption, educate your peers, families, and societies on how forests around the world will affect our daily actions, make educated decisions about food, and request that the governments only source forest products in a way that ensures that biodiversity is protected and that human rights are upheld. After all of this, in my opinion, I think a very big population of the world's species of plants and animals will be destroyed or seriously endangered if deforestation continues at the pace as of right now. I also believe the rainforest will be totally gone. I predict that we will eventually run out of trees and we won't have any more trees to replace them. Deforestation is something that needs to be stopped because it's very harmful to things in our environment.